And we are back after being back from the last time we was back. Okay. It's kind of funny with these next two characters because I can't be, to be honest, I don't remember which one of them I came up with first. The characters in question are Shift and Susan Serenity. And there's a lot of different things that led me to them kind of being developed simultaneously. I mean, I had a lot of characters at this point that had been developing, that I was developing in relation to how they, they contrast each other, not how they necessarily complement each other. These two is like I wanted personalities that don't necessarily fit, but they're still friends. That was the whole objective with these two characters. So genuine friends, like they hang out outside of work, they know each other. There's a lot of things that kind of went into how these characters' personalities developed and how they relate to each other. Comic books wise, it was Iron Fist and Power Man. That combination. Luke Cage, Danny Rand. If for those that know, be very conscious of time people's powers and with their personalities. And with Shift, the name was implied too. It was teleportation. I always like teleportation. Long range teleportation characters that can teleport short ranges. Nightcrawler was always a cool character. His power set was really cool. So it was like, hey, I'm doing my own comics. There's no rule saying I can't have a teleporter. But there are other things within Shift's life which I start to kind of peel away at, in which you can kind of understand where the playfulness and joyfulness and, childlike nature of Shift at times comes from.
So she's a character, unlike a lot of characters in this series, based on the fact that I lifted a lot of her personality from my own. And in the sense that I used my humor as pretty much the basis for Shift's character.
The lighthearted, comic relief, mouthy character, like in battle type deal.
And she oftentimes uses her humor as a way of deflecting. It's
her shield. Shift is a complicated character, like a lot of these women. That I understand how she uses that mechanism as a defense. I think that part of her is one of the reasons I enjoy writing that character. But not to just rag on Shift, to just throw all these heaps of praise on her, because she is an awesome character. And Susan Serenity, her best friend. Like I said, I was thinking a lot of Power Man and Iron Fist. So it kind of played into, okay, if personalities wise, and okay, if Shift was the comedian, Susan Serenity name implies calm, cool, collected. Susan Serenity, I knew based on the name because it just sounded cool. It just flowed. It had to do with her powers. Susan Serenity's ability is to find a weak point. Her powers informed me of her personality because I was like somebody that's like chill, like the most calm, steady member of the team. She understands things on a level, and she sees the world on a level a lot of people her age don't see. Not to say there aren't cracks in the system, not to say that she's not someone in her 20s still trying to figure out the world. She just has some aspects of her life figured out better than most, is the best way I can explain it. She's like that baseline, that consistent baseline that you need to make sure the track is running and flowing correctly at the right tempo and pace and things of that nature. Susan Serenity is obviously, if this was a comedy, she would obviously be the straight man to Shiv's comic relief. Because they're friends, they can see beyond the facades they put up in front of everybody else. That's when I knew I had some, because I'm seeing how these two characters connect with each other in the creation, the formation of this bigger unit. And like I said, personalities, and then just powers wise, it's hard for me to see them as anything other than best friends. Like I said, they're purposely the two closest characters that I have. Just beyond the fact that there's that potential comic relief type aspect that I can play off of them. But they genuinely care for each other. Susan Serenity genuinely cares for Shift and vice versa.